Hi, my name is Patricia Cruz, and I am here with Veronica and Erika, and we are the owners of Copal, Tierra. We are a community healing space located about a half block away from Chicano Park. We started this space and founded this space so that our community could have access to healing tools. That could mean anything from sage that we get from a local grower to Copal, to breathwork exercises that Erica facilitates, to plant medicine that Veronica creates. Veronica is going to tell you more about that. But we also have been fortunate enough to host some of the youth lunches that are prepared here in our space. We've held some of those Chicano Park steering committee meetings when there wasn't any space during the winter when it rains. I myself am a Chicano Park muralist, and I love Chicano Park. It has given me and empowered me with so much knowledge of my culture. There's such a beautiful fire of the struggle of the park, and it is something that I think it's the park. We have the park here, but then we have all of Logan, and I think you can feel that energy and that struggle of the park really reaching out to the different areas of the neighborhood and beyond. I think throughout Aslan. And so to me, the park is really everything. It represents a beautiful celebration of who we are. It is, for me, I tell people all the time, as a Chicano artist, it is the ultimate privilege and honor to be able to paint in the park, and to share that with other people, to share that with other women artists, with other men. And I just want to say that I'm always grateful for the elders who began and were in that struggle, and now allow us and give us the opportunity to also contribute and give back. And so we are here as Copal y Tierra to just be really grateful for the opportunity to have that piece of the park and to be able to give back to it.
Hi, I'm Veronica, and like Patricia said, I'm one of the co-owners here in Copal y Tierra Healing Space. I grew up here in Logan Heights in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and then I ended up moving just right next to our next community, National City. But I'm still rooted here. My family's still here. My friends and my community and my heart. And growing up in here in Barrio Logan, I have real fond memories of the park as a child. I didn't realize the impact that it had on me, but being surrounded by all the murals and colors and just all the art, and it tells a story of our roots, of the struggles, of our culture. And now that I'm an adult woman and have children of my own, I'm like so grateful that I'm able to bring them here and take them to the park and now experience that through their eyes, which makes me so proud. And a couple of years ago, I began to volunteer at the Chicano Park Herb Garden that was founded by the community back in November 2015 with the help of Environmental Health Coalition. And it used to be a little like neglected corner adjacent to the park, surrounded by murals. And they decided to grow herbs. Working in the garden, I noticed the effects of the freeway, of the pollution, of the brake dust, of the tire dust, settling on the plants and on the soil, and that began to make me worry. I began to worry. Okay, well, if it's on the soil, it's gonna seep in and definitely gonna contaminate. So I didn't feel safe ingesting any of the plants that we were planting. But even though they're there, we may not be able to enjoy them. they still have their purpose. They have their purpose with all the pollinators, brings in bees and butterflies and hummingbirds, and it serves as an educational piece.
Being so close to Chicano Park and having the activism and the art and everything that goes into healing has really helped us piece together who we are and how we want to represent ourselves. And then we get to engage with everyone in this community and show them how important being a Chicana is and how important that is to share with you our personal identity pieces and how that wraps into our healing and why it's so important to understand where our roots come from, because it helps you with the healing tools that we have. We're guided by our ancestral wisdom, and a lot of that allows us to dip into these tools that have been used for our people and for many years, and we're just now really learning the protocols that go to all these beautiful healing tools that are made just for us.
We've also, I think, have had the opportunity to hold space, this kind of space, for other women, for other Chicanas, for people who are seeking that identity. It's not a segregation, it's a celebration of who we are. And yes, it's a label, but it's a label that we wear proudly because, we celebrate our brown skin. We celebrate those roots. We celebrate that medicine. And, we represent who we are. It's who we know best. And so therefore, it is a celebration. And everyone's invited to that celebration. We don't tell people you can't come in because you're not Chicana or you're not brown, but we realize that there's a need in this community and throughout the Southwest, throughout Aslan, for these identity pieces. And we are happy to provide what we can. We don't know it all. We don't pretend to. We have other people who come in and facilitate other medicine that we're not experts on, and we respect protocol. And these pieces of identity and holding this space is sacred to us, and we look forward to continuing to do the work. We look forward to helping with that identity piece, with the community, with Chicano Park in any way possible.